Well, good evening. I'm not from Long Island, but I did go to Adelphi. Okay, so, all right. It really is a wonderful occasion. It was an incredible week, and any opportunity that we can acknowledge the heroes and sheroes among us is a wonderful occasion. Richard is just one of those heroes. I didn't know you've been holding out on me until tonight, well, actually until yesterday, that he was from Huntington. My prom was at Huntington Townhouse, wow. He's a graduate from Hamilton College. Richard relocated to Boston and worked at Gay City News, the nation's first gay newspaper. He got his law degree from Northeastern University, and at that time made some very significant connections and friendships with other greats in our community, Kevin Cathcart, Irv Shived, and continues to work very closely with them. But Richard's, at least one of his legacies, was the community center. And like many other folks from New York, when I came out, I ran, beeline, to the center. One organization, in fact, the oldest women of color organization in the country, found a home in the center. And that's how I first met Richard. But it wasn't enough to influence the lives of thousands of New Yorkers. It wasn't enough to challenge elected officials. It wasn't enough to make sure that LGBT New Yorkers had services in forming the network. But Richard's legacy, among many things, is his ability to always do a little bit more. Some of you may not know this, but I don't know of any executive director from the LGBT community who within a week or two of his or her job, who has not gotten a call from Richard asking them out to lunch. Did I pay for that lunch? Actually, I didn't, and I have only benefited from it time and time again. It wasn't enough, though, for Richard to have those kinds of relationships with LGBT executive directors in New York, but he was very instrumental in providing support to LGBT executive directors nationally. And that wasn't enough, and he helped found and really was the driving force in the LGBT Center Association. When I think of Richard, I think of a few things. As a legacy of someone who's done so much for so many, as a visionary who always saw and continues to see beyond today to tomorrow, and as a friend, someone who I greatly admire and deeply love. Join me in congratulating Richard Burns.